this ghost in my bedroom, it gives me advice. He promised one day that he'd teach me to fight. Now when I think that I'm alone, he comes up my way with a devil smile, singing, this is now my home. You're my wish come true. When you reach that golden
Mayday Parade from Tallahassee, Florida. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm a bit tired, late night, but how has this tour been so far for you?
It's been incredible. It's been kind of flying by. We're close to the end of it. There's 3 shows left after tonight, I think. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. We're with good people. It's been, most every show has been sold out, so it's just, everything's great, yeah.
That's good, and it's been quite a while since you guys have been to the EU and to the UK. How has it been for you to be back, and what's your fan reaction been like for you guys to be back over here again?
It's amazing. Yeah, we've been to the UK like 8 times now, I guess. So it's that's been great. But this is our 2nd time, like you said, coming to mainland Europe. And these shows, especially the show last night in Utrecht, and then the show tonight, are both sold out, which is really amazing because we've never even played these cities before. And like
you played Amsterdam, right?
We played Amsterdam, yeah, which I guess is pretty close, but it's just it's cool to be in a place for the first time and have this many people come out. So it's exciting, yeah. 2
shows in Holland. It's quite a small country, so it's both sold out. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What do you think is the difference between a US show and a UK show?
There's a lot of similarities, but I think that really whenever we go anywhere outside the U.S., sometimes people maybe appreciate it a little more because we don't go there as often. You know what I mean? Like where we've played certain cities in the U.S. like 20 times now, whereas you might play somewhere that you don't go as often, and somebody's maybe been waiting like several years to see you play, so they might be just a little more excited about it overall, I guess. But in general, it's pretty similar, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you've recently brought out your album Monsters in the Closet. What was this writing process like for you, and the recording process as well?
Mm-hmm. Well, we basically did the exact same thing we did for the previous album, our self-titled one, and which is we went to a beach house in Florida that's about an hour south of where we live, and spent about a month just the band there, isolated from everything, just working on the album, just writing, kind of compiling all the ideas that we had together. And then we went immediately after that into the studio with Zach and Ken and did pre-production and then recorded the album. And it's been pretty amazing. They're a lot of fun to work with, and I feel like we know what to expect going with them, and it's kind of become a routine process where it's fun and stress-free, and yeah.
That's good. So no nice beach house. You go for a swim as well, can't you?
Yeah. Well, we go in January. It's not really so much.
That's not very warm, is it?
Yeah.
Florida's somewhat warm.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard the final mix and master of the album?
I was very excited. I mean, it's such a crazy thing, starting with having an idea for a song that maybe a year or so later you actually work together with the band and then write the song, and then you spend months recording the song, and then finally, sometimes like 2 years after you started originally writing it, you hear the finished product of the mixed and mastered song, and it's very
very emotional, I bet.
Yeah, it is. It's very fulfilling, and I feel like it's just kind of rewarding, I guess, and it's cool. Yeah.
Did you take a lot of live happenings and emotions into writing this album as well, or is it a bit fictional as well for you? Because the lyrics seem quite deep. I've always thought about all your music, really.
I mean, the majority of it is all about just life experience and living and learning, growing up, and all that. And some of our songs are about fictional stuff, but the majority of them are just about
like Girls Never Listen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you feel like you did different on this album than you did to previous ones?
Nothing too different, but we tried to kind of push ourselves with each album and try out new ideas. And I feel like, for example, the song Hold On To Me is a kind of like a step in a new direction, whereas I feel like in the past we maybe wouldn't have worked on a song like that because it didn't sound like Mayday Parade or whatever. But now we can try and take some of those ideas, and if they're cool ideas, we can try and make them, you know, Mayday Parade songs and make it work.
Yeah.
And
I've always loved your sound ever since, you know, 3 Cheers for 5 Years came out. So love that. You're very welcome. So your artwork is pretty badass, I must say. It's really cool. And what was your inspiration about, like, this artwork from this album?
Well, we wanted to continue, you know, we had the faceless umbrella figure guy who's on our first 3 albums, and we kind of wanted to incorporate him but not make him the like main focus of the whole thing. So he's just like, you can barely tell that he's in the reflection of the
I still saw him though.
Yeah. And there's the little umbrella like inlay on the thing. So we wanted to kind of like hint at that but do something a little different. And we
gotta look well though to find him, really.
Yeah, a lot of people at first were like, oh, he's not there, and then they realized, oh, he's just barely there. But we thought with the name Monsters in the Closet, there'd be, you know, there's some cool like artwork, like darker kind of artwork that goes with that, and so
it's a bit like a ghost as well, you know, the guy in the little doorknob.
Yeah, exactly.
Fits to your song, right? Any songs that stand out for you, and you know, your favorites to play off this album as well?
It's tough to say really, but I think Ghosts is one of my favorites and one of my favorites to play live as well. One of my favorites is the song "The Torment of Existence, Weighed Against the Horror of Non-Being," but that one isn't a very popular one. It's one of the least popular ones in the album, but it's one of my favorites. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just super stoked about all of it, really.
Yeah, and it's a good album. And fan reaction on it, what have you heard about it? Any bad feedback as well, or is it mostly positive?
Well, you know, you get little good and bad with all of them, but mostly it seems to be pretty good. Yeah, and just keeping us, you know, moving still. It was our highest first week sales, you know, and all that. So it's cool to, you know, keep things moving upward, I guess. Yeah,
that's good. And you've also brought out a photo book, right? What made you decide to do this?
We talked about, I mean, about a year ago maybe we started talking about it. It was our merch guy and our photographer really wanted to kind of put it all together and do it, and we said, yeah, sure. So they put a lot of, you know, effort and time and work into it, and it turned out amazing. I love it, and it's, you know, it has stuff from the very beginning of the band all the way up until us recording Monsters in the Closet, and we've had our photographer Tom for about 3 or 4 years, so he's got a lot of stuff in there, and so it's pretty amazing. I think it's really cool.
And was it a tough selection for you to make and like decide what kind of photos you want in there? Because obviously you can't do everything, really.
Well, sort of. I mean, but we mostly let them kind of just do their thing, and then we would look over it and kind of revise. But for the most part, it wasn't too difficult. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And obviously you guys started in 2005 as quite a small Tallahassee local band. Did you ever expect to see yourself where you are today?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we just wanted to play music, and you know, the idea behind this band is we wanted to be a band that could be fully dedicated to it and try to, you know, push ourselves and go as far as we can with it. But I don't think I ever thought that it would go this far, but it's pretty amazing. We're very grateful. So yeah.
What has changed for you as a person doing this for, you know, so many years?
I don't know.
It's been 9 years.
Yeah, I know. It's a long time. It's crazy. I mean, I have a daughter now, so like a family and everything, and that's the. But I mean, as far as just doing this, I feel like I'm very just. I think to myself all the time how amazing it is that we are able to do this, and that it isn't just something. It wasn't just like a brief. You know, we didn't have a little bit of success and then drop off. We've been able to maintain, and still we get to do more. You know, we go to new countries every year, and it's just it's wild. So I just try and appreciate it all and enjoy it while it's going on. Yeah.
Do you find it really hard to be on the road when you have a little girl at home?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it more difficult, absolutely, for sure. In the past, I never used to care. We could be out for months and months and months, and I was fine with that. But you know, we have a balance where we tour for a bit and we're off for a bit, and it works out. And it's, you know, luckily it happened at a time where it made sense for us to keep. This is how we make a living, and so yeah.
That's good. And, you know, the music industry has changed quite a lot in, you know, these 9 years. Has it affected you in any way as well, or has it stayed quite, you know, on one line for you?
I mean, not really. I mean, there's the obvious, you know, CD sales declining and stuff, but that doesn't really matter, I feel like, especially for us. I mean, the biggest thing is that if people are at the shows, and they'll come to the shows whether they're downloading the music or paying for it, you know, and so... and that's really the biggest thing that matters to us. And luckily, it's been great. So yeah.
Good. Well, we've got a few good, funny questions now. What's the funniest thing a fan has ever done for you that you can like recall from the top of your head?
The funniest thing?
Weirdest thing, funniest thing, anything.
I don't know. We get some strange ones.
Anything you're allowed to say in camera.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. Is that there are many of them that
Watch this.
it's edgy. You know, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want the person who did that to be like,
No.
oh.
But you get weird things,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, yeah.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, like I said, a lot of the things I'm thinking of are things that I don't think I should really say.
Well,
but
let's leave it at that then.
Yeah.
What's the funniest experience you guys have had as a band together, being on the road and stuff in different countries?
I don't know. There's been
Many.
There's been many. It gets crazy a lot. There's been. We all got stuck in an elevator in Mexico. The power went out in the hotel, and like the whole city block. We were stuck for like 15 minutes. And that's not really that funny, I guess. But
Was it a small elevator?
yeah, it was.
That's not fun, then, is it?
Yeah. Luckily, it had like the glass window. It was like an alley, so you could see.
So you could see outside.
Out, you know.
Right.
Yeah. But
It's not like some weird horror film.
yeah. It didn't feel quite as trapped in there
Right.
for that. But yeah.
What is your favorite city to play in the world? It's a hard question, but
It's tough. I don't know. I have said for a while actually that Amsterdam is one of my not to play necessarily, but one of my favorite cities just in the world
it's
that I've ever been to.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. We all like Japan a lot. I guess Tokyo, maybe. And again, maybe not necessarily for the shows, but just being there. It's such an amazing place, and it was the first place we went to internationally. So. Yeah.
that's cool. With B Stage, we always got this little game called Quick Round. It's like, would you rather kind of thing. So you got to answer really quick, okay? You ready? Yeah. Music or love?
Love, I guess.
Car or bike?
Bike.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Metal or punk?
Metal.
BlackBerry or iPhone?
iPhone.
Audio or video interview?
I'll say video interview because we're doing one.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Major indie label?
Indie label.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Festival show or club show?
Club show.
London or New York?
New York. No offense to London, but
Wine or beer?
beer.
Cocktails or straight up liquor?
Liquor.
Junk food or fancy food?
Junk food.
Paris or LA?
Paris.
Shorts or skirts on a girl?
Shorts.
Poor and happy or rich and unhappy?
Poor and happy.
Television or radio?
Television.
Disney or Six Flags?
Disney.
Burrito or pizza?
Pizza.
Last one, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Right, and what advice would you give to local bands, trying to make it out there? I got that question asked by a guy who would like to know this from you, so.
Well, I'd say to begin with, not just for that, but with anything that you feel like you want to do in your life, to take it seriously and to, practice as much as you can, become as good at it as you can, and to stay positive and to do it your way. You know what I mean? Like don't compromise what you want to do for anything else. Just you know what I mean? Just I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
but
no, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cool, well, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'm going to say anything to your fans and your chance now.
Yeah, thanks for the support. We're very
Now
happy
this
to be
ghost
here,
in
and
my
hopefully
bedroom, it
it's
gives
fun.
me advice. It promised one day that he'd teach me to fight.
Hey, can we play one more song before we're done tonight? Thank you guys so much for spending your night with us tonight. I hope you had a good time with the Monsters Overseas tour.